beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Kaepernick. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And now off to the races, down the right side. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we talked pregame about how we might have some twists and turns in this one, but how about this on the...
A pretty good drive working, didn't they? So you wouldn't expect this ending, because what you were thinking was they were going to put it in the end zone themselves, not have it go the other direction.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position of throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Darrell Taylor able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Now following the sack, they're down at 12. Now a play fake, Kaepernick. And he's going to go down again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big connection on that one. 35 yards.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference, though. Played it cool, took the reserved angle. And when you don't have the track record, I think that's the exact right way to do it.
On 1st down, right back to Gibson.
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Play action. Now Kaepernick. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel there to make the grab.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away.
No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off play action. Wilson. Flush to his right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Seven, our score after 1.
Here's 2nd and 9.
They go play action with Wilson. Flushed out right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Being chased out left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Throwing now is Kaepernick. Completes it to Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They'll roll him out right. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Thomas. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Right there. 54, right there.
They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. Taking a shot for Samuel. He rifles one that's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. He'll find his man. That's Freddie Swain. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target. That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right.
Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Kaepernick now on first down. Sliding out of the pocket.
He's got it to Gibson.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
They'll try to run with Gibson.
And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
One more time with Gibson.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson
punching it in from a yard away.
And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
And let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Play action. Now Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. It's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Wilson.
And that's going to be caught, Dwayne Eskridge.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Left side complete to Lockett.
7 yards the pickup there.
They go play action now. Wilson. And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Dwayne Eskridge.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Seahawks have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Kaepernick. Under pressure, and they got to him again. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms. To find out who advances to the divisional round, let's get you back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is, and doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play there for Seattle.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go long, and hope someone would come free.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Now Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Wilson gets rid of it quickly. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Wilson will throw again. Flush to his right. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Seahawks have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. Off to Thomas on the left side.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
That one caught by the tight end Bates.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big connection on that one, 32 yards.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Play action. Now Kaepernick.
Touchdown, Washington.
Curtis Samuel, his second touchdown of the night.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that will tie our game here in the third. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game. I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson buying time to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. They go play action with Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson on the move to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Penny. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw is Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Throwing is Wilson.
He'll find Eskridge here complete.
Hook up of 15 yards there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Myers' kick is good. And tie and give them a 3-point lead.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They fake the give. Now Kaepernick rolling to his right.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Blesson Austin. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Off the play fake, here's Wilson.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Play action. Now Wilson. He'll buy some time right. He lets it fly for Lockett.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And this wild card game has been as good as advertised. They trail by a field goal here in the 4th with obviously a very critical drive. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 48, and the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson.
He'll get this out wide to Penny.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now it's Wilson. Touchdown, Seahawks. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And
this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 35 yards.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Snags it for the pick. There he goes, right side.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Wilson to throw. Steps away to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Throwing now is Wilson. Touchdown. It's complete. DK Metcalf. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It got his man complete. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Washington. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. He'll spot Eskridge open left side. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down. They'll try and run some clock here with Penny. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Leaves it for Penny. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short. Wilson wants to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the